Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Shafia Mutawaka. My matrix number is 2019258982. I'm from class J4EM 1103E. For my subject MEC 291, we are given to do an experiment, the effect of heat treatment to the microstructure of steel. That is all for the video for the procedure, the apparatus, and the safety that we need to use when we do the experiment. Next, I'm going to show you the result for this experiment. And in the result, it will show you the microstructure of the steel. Etching is done by the end of the experiment after grinding and polishing. Etching is when the sample is submerged in etching chemical that is nitrile. The purpose of etching is to remove the deformed metal on the surface of the sample. Other than that, it helps to show the microstructure of the steel in the microscope view. The first heat treatment is annealing. There are two types of annealing, full annealing and process annealing. The first procedure for annealing is heating the sample, that is the steel, with a specific temperature in a specific amount of time. Lastly, the sample will be cooled down using room temperature. In the end, the microstructure for annealing is one of them is perlite and another one is coarse perlite. The next heat treatment is normalizing. The first process is the sample will be heated in a specific temperature that is above austenite temperature, around 55 to 80 degrees. Next, the sample will be left for sufficient amount of time for it to transform from austenite. The next heat treatment is quenching. The steel will be heated from 30 to 50, that is upper critical temperature, and then it will be quenched. Quench means it will be cooled down rapidly by using oil, water, or air. The last heat treatment is tempering. Tempering happens right after quenching. Usually, the sample will be heated around 250 to 650. The heating process will undergo around 2 hours. Lastly, the sample will be removed from the heat and cooled down with room temperature. And the microstructure for tempered heat treatment is tempered martensite. Martensite microstructure consists of needle-like structure, and in that microstructure consists of martensite and ferrite. Based on the microstructure of martensite, it has a characteristic of hard structure but brittle. Overall, for the experiment is to find the effect of heat treatment to the microstructure of steel. The purpose of this experiment was to learn how to prepare a metallographic sample for the microstructure observation. Next is to see the effect of heat treatment to the microstructure of steel. And lastly, to discover for the microstructure of ferrite, perlite, cementite, austenite, and martensite in the microscope view. All of the objectives above were achieved. Got to learn to prepare a metallographic sample for a microstructure observation. Furthermore, based on the observation, the microstructure changes when undergo heat treatment. Finally, can identify the type and the characteristic of the microstructure in each heat treatment with the microscope view. From the microscope view, based on the type and the characteristic, we can state it's either ferrite, austenite, cementite, pearlite, or martensite.